Peace, peace, peace. There was some little technical difficulties going on, so my apologies for the glitches. But this is your girl Sunshine, and this is Shine Vibrations. And I see already we have Scott in the chat from Partners in Rhymes. How you doing, partner? Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Scott, aka Father Time. And you know who this is in the background. You know this must be deep. I'm thinking it is. So peace, peace, peace to you. But as you can see that this is March and we are still in our celebrating Women's Month. And so I know this sister very well. Got to know her so good that kind of got her to be part of the family. She is a sister podcaster as well here on Blast Tuesday nights for Sanctuary Experiences, and it is Metamorphosis 365. She is the real deal. As I said before, you talk about total package, triple threat, like there is no number to put on her of the things that she can pour out and the things that she knows. She is a wealth of information, knowledge, and most importantly, she is for the people, and that is what's definitely important. And, one of the many things that keeps us connected, because, we are about taking care of ours and not just speaking about it, but coming up with actual solutions and putting them into action. The talk and rhetoric is just going around and around and around, but she's like, okay, let's put boots on the ground. So, not the song, like literal boots on the ground. So, as I run my mouth speaking about this woman, y'all might have seen this picture before, but yes, this is when we finally had our event and to celebrate her birthday. I just keep this in my studio, so whenever I want to talk about her, I'm like, oh yeah, you see this one? This is the queen I'm talking about right here. And she is also, she got some stuff coming out. When I tell you this sister is fire, she is dope. And as I mentioned on my post, that she is one half of Partners in Rhymes Lyrical Vibes Room. And that is on Clubhouse, and that comes on right after my podcast. So if you don't have Clubhouse, you need to download it and search for the room and join, because it'll be hot like fire in there. So without further ado, let's jump right in it. Peace, peace, peace.
Hey, beautiful. Love and light to you, my sister. What's going on with you?
Yeah, life is feeling good being back, And like I like to mention, she will be the one. Hey, I have a text message. I have an email. I have a chat on message. Then I would a phone call.
Listen, I'm gonna find you. Don't even be trying to go nowhere.
Yes. I had to get too full. It was just like a whole bunch of stuff just going on. My son fractured the smaller end of his nose, and it was just a lot going on. So, I had to pull back and recharge. And, I am getting prepped for surgery again.
Girl, I'm just like, this Friday, I've been praying for you nonstop, bro.
Yeah, next Friday, they are repeating the surgery that they did on my right arm, left. So that's that carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel surgery. So, when you keep saying, oh no, my wrist hurt, but I ain't gonna get nothing done. Yeah. You type it, and next thing you know, you think you're touching a button, but it ain't there. And then when you touch it, you have too many of the same letter, and it's a lot happening.
Oh, you need a spanking. Oh. I'm gonna shake my finger at you because I can't throw a shoe right now.
But it's also contributed to from what I have from car wreck. So from the seatbelt.
No, that I know.
A lot of it's connected to my spine too. So
we
are getting things corrected so true natural healing can happen. Because baby, you talk about somebody slowing down and relaxing, the environment. I am
Yeah.
enjoying the fact that I get to do this a lot. When people be like, "Oh, I wish I had this back then," or whatever. You know what? I'm good. I am grateful for the
Mm.
time that it hit me, that it got me, is because all of those years of having to be hyper vigilant and all of that stuff, I don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do that anymore. When you feel completely safe in your environment, you know, it takes a lot of that away.
It does. Like that, the body is gonna give you the business when you're giving it the business. And that's all it really boils down to. The push, the push, the push. This week was my baba week. So I was chatting up with Veep earlier and I got to thinking about it. I've been going hard for a minute, but December I got my first like, hey, listen, you're getting sick. And that's, we're doing that. You know what I mean? But off and on. And then this week was like, I dare you. Yesterday was, I dare you to do anything. I dare you. My body was on knock it off. So I knocked it off and sat still for most of the day yesterday and most of the day today too. So that I can come and be here with y'all and breathe. What do you know?
Indeed,
So
indeed. And we appreciate everything
yeah, I'll
that
do a
you
better
do.
fast.
It is
It's
never
really
taken in vain.
much love.
So, for those who may not remember, let
Hmm.
them know what you want them to know about you.
Ah, I almost said something real reckless. I had to catch my tongue. I thank the Lord. I
You
thank the
know,
Lord.
we're here, so you say what you
Nay, it's
want.
something I would say to you, but it's something I wouldn't say to the others. Let me say it like that. I, as far as to know about me, I am Malika K. Courtney. In the poetry streets, Lady Molotov, and I kind of exist in both of those planes dang near equally. Like I have a beautiful balance, if you will. I am a growth coach, personal and group. I run masterminds and teach master classes because I believe in education. I believe in educating and folks taking that information and applying it. You know what I mean? Like get that. I like to measure. Are we working? Are we doing our work? So I do host events. My company is Sanctuary Experience. If you have not been loved back to life, like if you've experienced those traumas and those stresses and those moments of ugh, and you need your sister on deck to love you back to life, like for real, that's probably what they need to know most about me. Like I am literally here in this body to add love in this plane, and I do it in various ways. And I'm mischievous. You should probably know that too. Yeah,
Very.
definitely. I believe in fun. I ain't gonna even trip. Like I for real, I enjoy life. Let me say it like that. Yo
Indeed.
yo.
She definitely has. She's always straight to the point, and then also very humble at the same time.
Very.
My sister has traveled. She has been places that some people can only see or view on the internet or on TV. She has. When you say someone who is worldly, it's not just because of the knowledge that she's gained. It's also because of action.
Thank
Living,
you.
walking, and breathing, and so she embodies the whole thing. So when I
Uh,
tell folks, hey, you need to link with this person, because yeah, hmm people be telling me stuff. I be like, look, there's some
right.
things that yes, I have insight on, but you know what?
Yeah.
I got a few. There's a plethora of sisters that I like to say that I keep myself around because iron sharpens iron, and
It
again,
is.
that balance is because that's what a lot has been lost. I have seen so many disheartening videos on social media this week where
Oh,
the term of crashing out is very viral, and
uh,
it shows young women
mhm.
and men crashing out on people who they claim that they love, that they are in relationships with. I literally watched a sister try to hit a guy with a car twice,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
the third time he
Seriously?
took like the cement block from out the sidewalk and like hit the driver's side window. The glass hit her, and then she spent off, came back, and then ran right into the building. Like I
See,
think to
this
like,
that foolishness.
and they looked like they could have been no more than like 20 to 25.
this climate shine. Like if you look at so first of all, first things first, let me say out the gate, I so appreciate you because you're talking about me, but you are the plug. Run your mouth. Like it's a your beautiful, beautiful heart, and I can tell the measure of a person by the measure of their kids too. You know what I mean? And your sons are royals. They are dope, dope, dope. And just the heart and the love and the vibe that you carry is literally the heart and the love and the vibe you carry. So on screen, off screen, which I truly love. And you do keep some dope sisters around you. Shout out to Dr. Patricia because she is amazing, and several other folks that you've connected with me with. So I value you, and I would not be podcasting, darling, if it were not for you and Troy talking about me good behind my back. Okay, so I am really, and every podcast I do on Tuesdays, I for real show gratitude because I am grateful. Ain't got time for no big head, and I'm back to your story. People are losing their minds. Like it's the climate, and it's some people are gaining their minds, and they're having to go through crazy to get to it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the purging of the insanities, it seems to be happening as people wake up after like all of this political angst, and it's been a lifting up of ignorance, a lifting up of disrespect, a lifting up of dishonor. So when you see that coming from the quote unquote top, from the people that we look up to and expect better from, when they're acting like jackasses, it's like a get out of jail free, get out of reality, or get out of kindness, or get out of giving a beep about people around you free card. So and it trickles down, unfortunately. It's unfortunate and don't have to happen if people put tools in place, but that's what we're experiencing nonetheless.
Yeah, and the other one that just blew my mind, where I just was like, you know what? I can't even scroll no more. Not even
Up.
on my little 15-minute break. Let me not. I'm gonna just go outside and walk in the sunshine that's finally came
What
back to
happened?
the Carolinas.
Uh,
I think it's a YouTube. I think the story is on YouTube as well, but it was a gender reveal. She was
okay.
38 weeks,
Okay.
and because she revealed the wrong gender, he killed her.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah,
what? Who killed her? The daddy?
we all know biology, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we know biology, right?
Female or male? One of the two. Wait, there's three options actually. Female, male, hermaphrodite. Okay, great.
Hermaphrodites. We can't forget about hermaphrodites. Yes,
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
but yeah, yeah,
And when you say the wrong gender, i.e., the one he didn't want, or was just in error in revealing?
yeah. Like it was her fault. It was her fault.
We gotta pray. I don't know what you pray like, but oh God,
Peace,
hey,
peace, peace.
Carla,
Look, that's Carla.
that just blew me, Shy. And I stay away
Like,
from the news for clarity. Like news gets to me, but I do my best to not feed on that mess or
like
doom
it,
scroll because I can't.
trust me, I don't look for stuff like that. But when I
Yeah,
open up my phone, it was right there.
yeah, some stuff
It's
that
just
needs to be pray. How do you
like
do that?
wow.
How do you turn your brain off so bad that you believe that she needs to die though?
That
Like how
and that's
far are your
exactly
medications
what
been
I
off?
said.
And that's somebody was not taking their happy pills. Take your pills. Take your pills. Like for
A lot
real.
of
Ain't nothing wrong
folks
with
that
taking your
have been
pills. Take your pills.
misdiagnosed that ain't never been diagnosed, and y'all are. It's showing
Mm.
very much so. The older they get, the more complex life and the world gets for them.
I got a real ignorant question too. God forgive me, but I'm sure gonna ask.
Ask it.
What complexion were those people?
Both
Okay.
stories.
Uh huh. Okay.
Yeah, we got to take the L on that one.
Okay. That's a hot ass mess.
And it's
Wow.
like I'll be 44 next month.
Will
I
you
don't know.
really?
Yeah, I don't know that.
What?
I don't know that. We were not
Yes, they
taught
do,
to.
Carla.
we were not taught to. You get what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Because those that's in
Investments.
my age group, we are responsible for some of those that's acting out like that. So I'm
And they
like,
said don't beat the kids though. I
but
don't
then
know.
you know what?
I don't think
I
you should
do
be beating either,
know
but damn
that
discipline. We can
they
act
it
something.
is definitely, look, Carla said delusional
I
people do
see.
all sorts of things,
Yes,
indeed.
they do.
But you know, it's all a setup. Like
That's
when you
beyond
go
delusion,
back to the preschool to prison pipeline,
of course.
the way school is structured,
Hmm.
and then and then and then it's that way through junior high, then through high school. But while they're going through these grades, they
Hmm.
are watching their neighborhoods being stripped away.
Got it.
They
Research.
are
Got it.
they are removing the parks, the playgrounds that used to be at every corner where these
Yep.
kids can go for refuge to do things.
Yep.
So you are kind of forcing the kids to stay at home and to be on electronics, or to force them out in the streets to run around and fuck with shit that they ain't got no business fucking with, because there's nothing for them to do.
That's
Like,
where the parenting come in though, because we were not allowed to roam like that. Once we moved over to south side of Chicago, you weren't outside, just outside. We weren't having none of that. It's a it's a no. You know what I mean? But my mother was definitely on the do something program. Like, you about to be reading this dictionary, you about to be reading this encyclopedia. You know, we got to watch some TV and stuff too. So there was that. But we were busy. We were creating. We were creating
well,
things to sell. Like, you know what I mean? So it and you have the other activities. You have them extracurricular school activities that the kids can get into. So there really is I won't say no excuse. I'm not ignorant of the fact that that costs money, right? Some people's finances are not prepared to handle that. But if you're not creative in creating money and making those financial opportunities, then you damn well better be creative in creating something to advance and enhance the mind. You're gonna have to be creative one way or the other. It's
that's
just
right.
like, do we just not one of the two? Let's do one of the two at least, if not both. So yeah, I hate hearing that though. That's sickening.
Yeah, it's like, when I say so sickening to the point that people don't even care. Like, even when you try to bring awareness to it, it's like they know, and they like, so what? Carla said virtual worlds and virtual people, so they don't know how to deal with the real people. Exactly.
Ooh,
That's it.
facts,
Because everybody think it's, oh, because I
facts.
could do it here, I could do it here. Nah, you can't. So, for the most part,
Yeah,
you have, um I don't know why. Why?
I heard a tap, tap, tap.
You heard it too.
Like, hey, come love me, come
And
love
you know
me.
what I think it is? I think it's the royals trying to get their tablets. I said, you wait.
Oh, you got
You
the
wait.
tablet from hostage, mom. You know,
Like, y'all been with electronics all day at school. Get them eyes a rest.
I need to go.
So, as far
Please come look, mom.
as the differences, when it ties into poetry, we all
Uh-huh.
agree that performing any talent, let me put that out there.
Mm,
But with poetry, every talent that you have is a form of expression, a form
true.
of exercise to allow
Right.
you to deal with the stressors or the joys in life.
Mm,
And a lot of people I've known discovered after journaling that they actually do have a gift of poetry. But had
ah.
they started the journaling, would have never came about. So,
Mm.
as I ask everyone, how has poetry allowed you to navigate through life? Or has it been like one of the main driving force of jumping through hurdles of the world?
Hmm. I appreciate the comment, and I gotta giggle because I saw Carla's comment. Society is slowly but surely moving kids in the house, and the thought was to get prepared. prepared for that Matrix hookup, but nah, we ain't going. When it comes to poetry, it is I think it's words. So let's back it up. I think it's the words that keep me company. You know what I mean? Like words have always kept me company. The mind, the imagination has always been part of my primary company because it was preferred. Like I enjoyed the creating, I enjoyed being off spirit mind wandering and seeing and doing, you know what I mean? So a lot of
Mhm.
things I did as a kid and here I did as an adult because I did it as a kid in here, get it? So words were very much a part of that. And I was on stages probably like by 6, 7 years old. I was already performing. Okay, poems, speeches, yada yada yada, right? So I can say that it was formed into me. Poetry lives as me. I don't gotta go get it, or you know what I mean. I ain't gotta go dust it off. I ain't gotta go get motivation. None of that because it literally is who I am. It's in my roots. It's in my belly. It's in my mouth. So whether I am writing poems or writing books or writing thoughts or writing treatments or write, you know what I mean, ghost writing, whatever, I
Mhm.
am always writing.
Y'all
And
heard that,
recently,
right?
lyrics.
I hear that.
What?
Did you hear that?
What?
Look, look. As we say, rewind, rewind,
What?
repeat
What?
that.
What? Repeat to what? Which one? Now you know I said what I
Yeah, like
said.
when you're dropping the things that you do with those words.
Oh well, my words evolve. You know, as it should be. You know what I mean? Like your lexicon graduates, so should your use of words. To me, it only makes sense. And for me, poetry is yet another beautiful outlet. Like it's a favorite outlet because I be saying some things and it saves lives. Poetry saves lives. I can put it into the poem and I ain't gotta go put my hands on nobody, allegedly, okay? And we can breathe and we can get these messages out. And when these idiots decide that they want to erase our history, how about I could put it in a poem? It ain't go nowhere. I could put it in a book. It ain't go nowhere. So do what you want to do, and we gonna keep doing what we need to and desire to do. We are creative people, are we not? And I will draw it in the pictures too. So I don't know if you know that I am a commission painter, but so either way, you're gonna find these words. You're gonna find these words with me because there's a I do believe that words are spell. You know what I mean? So it's important to me what I speak. Like very, very important. And the poetry just gives me a beautiful canvas, if you will, to pour on. So I love my lyrics. I love my poetry. And recently I hit that spot and did something I ain't did that I was scared to do. Punk, punk, punk. But I did it. So I have music coming on the 17th of March, and I am, well, music and poetry. So I am super excited, like super excited.
We all
But yeah,
doing it. We all doing it. Spring has sprung, baby.
yep. And this been pressing for a minute. Wallace, the elder Reed, and I, we had this conversation like 2 years back about what we were gonna do. And I was busy doing everything else, Shine. I got so much.
Mhm.
Last 2 years have been
Look,
explosively productive.
hmm,
The little ones,
a lot of us have been
Lisa.
doing a whole bunch of stuff when we should be doing the things that we say we want to do, and
That's
yeah,
it.
that's
I've
why
been
my
doing it
first
though. That's
EP
the crazy
just
part. I
dropped
wanted so
last
much.
month.
I have done. I think I don't even know how many books I wrote last year. I gotta sit down and look at it, but at least 4 books written last year. At least 4. You feel?
Told you I
And
should have
then
done it.
the 3-day events with the women, consistent with my masterminds, consistent with Partners in Rhyme show on Fridays at 8. Just doing what I said I would do, consistent with my podcast, and showing up as I said I was a show up. You know, so that's a I think that's a part of your word. Your words are life. You know what I mean? And if I say I'm gonna do it, then I do my best to do it. So yeah, thank you, Carla.
Yay, that's right. Since we
And I
doing her
still have a
thing, oops,
wait, say it again. Your mic fell. Uh-oh.
had a bowl right here and dropped it.
Oh no, I hope it was empty
What
already.
did I do?
Okay,
I should have
that's what's
moved
up.
it when I was done.
Dang it.
But yes, since we doing hot dog quizzle, so that is a nice segue. Do you have at least one ready right now to share? with the people?
Uh, I can share something with y'all. This is not one of the singles that is being released, but I can definitely share some poetry with
Well,
y'all
she's saving that. Y'all got to go to Clubhouse, Partners in Rhyme, Lyrical Vibes. Y'all got to come there for the premiere tonight.
because I'm gonna share, and I'm not even playing the whole thing. I'll get 60 seconds
Ooh, we
and just
getting a
taste it. Then
snippet.
go get that pre-sale.
Yeah,
The QR code is on there and all that.
yeah.
So
Make sure if you can put some of that information in the chat so folks can come back
ooh,
to play.
okay. I will see if I can find that. Grab that link. I'll do it maybe one way on break when we do our
Yeah.
halftime. So let me go ahead and get this poetry in the water. And I'm giggling. I will say that I'm learning a lot. Like I believe in continuing to add to your creative bag. As a creator, I'm always creating, right? So
Mhm.
adding the podcast was like totally new, out of my waters, clueless, and I've learned so much. And 50th episode is coming up, which I'm going to have you come play with us. I'm very excited to have you on next Tuesday for that celebration. And touching this bag with recording artists. Good Lord, it was something new. So I am truly excited. Let me touch this real quick. I wrote this piece for Blackout, and I kind of think it applies. Just for let me kind of shape the thought. We had Blackout a couple of weeks ago for during Black History Month, and I'm hearing what you're sharing about these people's behaviors. And I don't know them. I don't know their lives, but I can say climate wise, we are all feeling a lot of things, and our value is being challenged. Our place in the world is being challenged. Our identity is being challenged, like back to back to back. And I feel like so many people are starting to stand up and speak out. Some people who were quiet and trying to kind of, be amiable. I think people tired. I know the black women are. I am among the tired of people's poo poo caca. So let's get into this. And have mercy because I feel how I feel. Dear pink ladies, including the cool ones from the movie Grease, I can hear you holding your breath, worried if he about to come rescue me. Leave you once again by the roadside with unheeded goodbyes to slide in my DMs. Abandon your submissive silence for the woman more educated, genuinely outspoken, warm skin tone, piked, spitfire. You knew he statistically proven always desired me. Enamored by beauty more exotic, throat coated, ready, I make him hot and drive him crazy. And I know he toxic, bustling, but I'm gonna let him come to me, come in me wide openly. Why you pick that fight with me anyway? See, now I'm bored. Need a little excitement. Told him keep them blinds up. No secret sought for nor needed. Welcomed his seed. Nurtured the tiny shugs, and I'm keeping it. Let him beg a little bit more, then I'll move in, tend house. Be sure he put your inactive ass and them starter children out. Our newly cemented love will be all his friends is talking about. No more shame, free state dinners, or rotary functions. You left him to live out racism's dysfunction. I taught him better. Now I'm the woman of his days and dreams. However, I never lied one time. He ain't the dream of mine. Just wanted to pay you your generosity, the flavor of freshly pleased pussy juice, help you marinate on that. The might in black girl magic. Whew. Following y'all example, ain't no shame in breaking up a perceived happy home, especially when provoked. Did I mention no gag reflex, baby? He called me the goat. Pink ladies in expensive glass houses ought not throw stones. I'm his ebony sunshine when he feeling alone, while Karen is off cutting up. I send messages, I make house calls, while you off dialing 911 on innocent folks. I'm pulling up to the nearest Bentley dealer by your house. Bio used to be loving home. Don't bother dialing him up. We busy. Gone rush home. Give that man a deep kiss. Ain't nothing fishy. Just samples of microscopic need for scrumptious reminder. You should be a whole lot kinder to these beautiful sisters who fight for peace. Concerning me, better put out respect because I believe in whispers like, "Ooh, baby, I love you. Thank you for another blank check." There goes your vacation and that tennis bracelet you hoped for, and I ain't even give him the back door yet. He loved that anal play. Want to watch when I bend him over? While he let me have my way with him, but you never asked. Save them pink lady tears because I already told you I'm bringing tension. And trust, I know your address, where he work at, about that 401k, 7 rental properties, side piece, and his pension. Thought you were a big bully. Must have had on blinders or forgot to listen when your teacher said I'm a threat. Stand your ground. Perhaps they forgot to mention that meant at your address, not bring that raggedy mentality outside and get up in my face. I'ma laugh all the way to your bank account. Peace. Petty America has
Whew.
arrived.
Okay. So we will take our break. Y'all sit on that piece for like 3 minutes, okay? We're gonna go into our break for our Blast Artist Spotlight. This is Michael Soul, Toronto Lullaby.
Sending away the scene of shattered dreams, money on top of me, slashing with my heels, diamonds on me dancing, sweating tails rise, but just want the fame, written a fucking crown, you don't want me tight, I'm sliding with my hips, daddy loves the grind, climbing on my heels. Every penny mine, following my queen. The sun of the night will linger on the sheets. Easy to forget that I was better. She could never tap that heat. Don't you know it? I'm not your baby. I'm sweetest of treat. Easy to forget that I was better. She could never tap that heat. Don't you know it? I'm not your baby. I'm sweetest of treat. Only you can heal the pain inside of me. Love adrenaline, mix it with your tea. Wants to see my secrets, and then he wants to trade. Show me some respect, but did he come? Continue on me dance, let him win my hips. Daddy loves the cry, climbing on my heels. Every penny mine, fall away my grin. Set up the night, linger all night. She I'm not yours. Just need to forget that I was better. She could never top that heat. Don't you know it? I'm not your baby. I'm sweetest of dreams. Stuck in my dreams that I made up. Let me burn. Did I
can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My headphones had fell and I caught them, so I might have. Have I been muted the whole time?
I
Oh
guess
well,
so, because I'm like, can't hear
that's
you.
hilarious. I love that
Um,
song.
but yes, that was Michael Soul with Toronto's Lullaby. When I tell you that was so dope. They are new to Blast, and you too, if you are an up and coming spoken word artist, singer, rapper, band, you name it, go on over to blastmusic247.com and join and get your stage up and running so you too can have the opportunity to be featured in between all of the podcasts on this platform and on the online radio station and many, many more. But Blast is also looking for the fans. You can go on over to blastmusic247.com and join for the free, that's FREE, and choose the ultimate fan account, and you can enjoy hundreds of music by all the independent artists on our platform. And real quick, we're not gonna get past these comments. We have, hey Janice, she said sheesh.
Hey.
Paula said, well damn, I can hear her voice. And I figured this was to Michael Soul's song. Yeah. Now one day I'm gonna play the other version because we played two different versions. And the
Oh,
first version, you would not think it was the words are the same,
okay.
but it puts you in two different genres. And then it's like, yo, but I like that version. I love them both, but that one really, like I said, I could put that on repeat and just be right
Yeah,
in the background. That's why I like that one.
absolutely.
Um,
That's what's up.
but yes, before I forget,
Huh.
because I know this poem, we're gonna go, as you like to say in Partners Around, the layers of this
The
poem.
lights.
So let's hit up my brothers over at Soul Society, HeavyEnergyUniversity.com with the alkaline water, followed by Rule Jacobs with the promo he had for me on his page for Mother's Day last year
Oh,
for She Fresh, and then we'll go into Kennelly.
Peace and love, family. Check it out. It's the We Are the Gold campaign. The We Are the Gold campaign is all about highlighting ourselves as the wealth, value, and solutions we've been looking for. We are the gold. Before it comes to the money, your health is the wealth. Tap into intentional lifestyle decisions, making sure you're putting living, local foods preferably, especially organic, into your well-being, your temple, you know. And you already know you gotta couple that with the live alkaline water, the best hydration in the nation, natural alkaline spring water straight from the source, no artificial induced processing. And the other side of the We Are the Gold campaign is activating our economics, you know. So tap into the We Are the Gold campaign, get your $20 monthly subscription special at HeavyEnergyUniversity.com.
And here we have Kennelly.
you'll kill. You'll kill.
Discover Canaleaf, your ultimate online dispensary. Looking for a premium cannabis products without leaving your home? Welcome to Canaleaf.net, your one-stop shop for all things cannabis. Huge selection. Explore a diverse range of strains and edibles with just a few clicks. They got it all. Exclusive offer, but you must be what? A subscriber to where? BlastMusic247.com. So run on over to Blast, hit that subscribe button, then go to Canaleaf.net and put in promo code BLAST15, that's BLAST15, and get your 15% discount on every purchase. Shop online. It's quick and easy and convenient. Just visit Canaleaf.net to browse their selection and place your order in minutes. Why wait? Elevate your experience with Canaleaf today. You can follow them on social media at on Instagram, Canaleaf underscore FL, and on Snapchat, Canaleaf underscore FL. And that website again is canaleaf.net. You know, got you for the water, the alkaline water, mind, body, and soul. And then for those that like to partake in the herbals, you got your stuff too. See, we got it all for you. We don't leave anybody out. You know what I'm saying? And see you too, Father Time. um, so please, ma'am, for those in the room, can you please the layers of that poem? Look, where were you? When did you write it? Why did you write it? And how did you feel after you wrote it and the first time you spit it?
So that's probably only the second time that I've shared it. So let's be clear. But it's got a February 22nd timestamp on it. So we're gonna go with that. And it was 12:34 in the morning. The short version is I was thinking. When I get to thinking, it's interesting. Okay, great. And I get tired of some of our pink sisters and their behaviors and their willingness just to be unkind. And not even just unkind. It's one thing to be unkind. It's a whole nother program to be cruel and entitled. And I was just thinking petty thoughts. You ever just sit and think petty thoughts? I was
Mhm.
thinking petty thoughts. And I was like, you know what? Let's write a petty poem. So I pulled out my pen and I pulled out the petty bottle and I dipped a hole in it and it was like, let's be petty because that's where we were. It was just a moment of expression and with all the energy that these females have, and it's not every one of them. I know that. I know some really beautiful pink sisters who are dope, who are human. They're about their efforts, they're about their family, cool, and they're about their people, cool. But they don't take time to go and try to be against another person for being about their people too. You know what I mean? So I just thought about it and the commercial. So I remember when it's been at least a good 10 plus years. I would say maybe 10, 15 years. I remember when the commercials started showing interracial couples. I'm old enough to remember when they wouldn't. I am
Yes.
that grown, okay? When it was an anomaly and a thing to see interracial couples, which I love seeing it now, right? But I remember the commercializing of it. I remember the quest for the black woman being kicked off like once again we were chattel, we were prizes to be possessed and all this other foolery. And I was also thinking to the other side of the some of the pink sisters that I have, their unfulfillment and their discontent that pushes them outside acting ugly instead of cleaning up their clock in their home. So all of those little wonderful mischievous thoughts came together and I was like, don't you know people get bored? And I know some of those bored people who literally can give you stats on dudes before they even see them face to face. You know what I mean? Meet them or date them. Pardon me. So that's really not the smoke you want. Like you never want a bored black woman. You never want that. You never want that. So leave people alone. Leave people alone is my message. That's the message of peace. Leave people alone.
Yes.
Let people be happy and be about their business and mind their business and mind your business. Go mind your business. So this is me politely encouraging. Like this is the education. I have some folks who come to me and they want to know why black women do this. Hold on. You don't need to know that first. What you need to know first is how to mind your own damn business. Okay? Mind your house, mind your husband or your wife, because I think she might be cute too. How about that? And your children's. Go mind your business. Go tend to that. And minding one's business does not inherently mean that you got to go disrupt someone else's. And you know what pissed me off? What I had seen was that, and this is totally segue related. The instructor who got challenged and reprimanded and threatened to take down a poster that said everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. That's all it said. And they had hands, and the hands varied in different shades of brown. And sure enough, I want you to know that doodledummy.com literally had a problem with her having that up in her classroom. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So just the whole the whole thought of it start brewing. And I don't like 47. I won't say his name, but I do not like his behavior at all.
Grown ass
Trash.
temper tantrum.
0 stars. Do not recommend. Or his homie or his boyfriend. None of them. Okay, so and I'm LGBTQIA plus friendly. I just don't like that couple. Okay? Okay, great. So I'm specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta clear that up so don't nobody get in their feelings, which people should not get in their feelings. People
Get
should
over
be
it. Some
hey,
people
good
don't like you. How about that? Everybody don't like you. My mama told me that when I was a kid.
yeah,
And if your
good
mama didn't tell you that, let me tell you that. Everybody don't like you. Everybody don't have
all
to.
that matters.
Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't be everybody friend because everybody is not your friend. Doodle head dummy. So
Do head dummy.
like let's just,
We
come on
telling
now.
look,
Wake
now
up.
we're really telling how old we are when you say stuff like
Yo,
that.
we gonna take it back to the schoolyard because ain't nobody told you. Some of the people just don't know.
That's right.
And everybody ain't gotta like you. And I know some people who can't stand me, who talk about me, and they get back to me, and I laugh because I'm like, okay, what's that supposed to do to me? Like my mom already let me know when I was a
So and so said they can't stand you. I'm like, well, tell that motherfucker to sit down.
I like that. That's funny. I didn't even got that much instruction for you. Like, okay,
Yeah,
can you bring that to
everybody don't need to be all up
let's
in
get
your
it out.
mix. That's right.
Bring me some information because you're gonna be under my suspect lens because you over there having a dumb conversation about me, doodle head. Like you're telling on yourself. So I do not play those games. I keep clean circles and I keep clean energy and space and I continuously clean and cleanse and rebuke and everything rituals that I do. How about it? So
That's
yeah,
right.
I was being petty. That's why I wrote that poem.
That's right. Because I've grown up despite of what has been shown since then. The foundation is everything. And as I always allude to, the Fitch sisters were the foundation of sisterhood, showing me how sisters came together and they were blood sisters and they did things together for the family and for the community. And then watching my two Umis, how they came together and did things for us in the beginning before we were all separated. Like, they
Yeah.
loved each other and looked out for each other so much, and nothing sexual was about it. And that's where everybody gets it twisted. Not stepping on those who live that lifestyle, but that's not what polygamy is or was. And they really came together at the time. They hustled. They did what they did to make things meet up until they couldn't do it no more. You feel me? Things happened in the early '80s, so you know how things went for some folks back then. But we are who we are today because of those what people see as struggles or pitfalls, the things that you grow through.
Yeah.
It all molds you to who you are at present day. So even the transitioning of my own daughter, I don't regret any of it. Of course, if I had an opportunity to choose, of course, naturally, I would say no, I wouldn't want that to happen. If I had the
Absolutely.
opportunity to take it back, of course, who wouldn't in their
Right.
human mind wouldn't say that? But
Right.
from a spiritual, evolved position, I know that too was part of who I am present day.
The building of you. So you know what? That's a wonderful spot to transition to a thought. And I want to say hi to Logan too. Logan, you got me rolling. I'm reading those comments
But for those
from
who
you,
don't know,
Violet.
the right guy,
Brother,
she's a yes, you
love
know
you.
it.
And I appreciate the shenanigans. So how about something for my sisters? Y'all, November 5th last year was a deep day for me. November 6th, November 5th was interesting. It wasn't even that bad. November 6th, though, yo, that was like a deep day for me. And I I promise you, spiritually, I felt a sigh. It was not a relief either. It was not relief. It was like I could hear it. I could hear the sigh of the women of color. It was like I could hear the world right quick. It was wild. And it was like a that was like more of like a kind of feeling and the level of disappointment. And then the phone call started. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I knew to take January and just be still because I had been praying for some sort of intervention. But I knew to take January and just be still. Fast forward the thought, I ended up writing something for my sisters, which is a book that I give to women of color, i.e., Black women. Let's be clear, Black women. If you are a Black woman and you like to possess this book for the free.com, it is free to you. The book costs 10. No, it's not. I did it for 10 for a show, but it's a $25 book. So if you are not a Black woman, Black Girl Magic, this book is not free to you. And I say that with my chest. And it's take it, be offended if you want to. It's not intended to be, but that's just what it is. Okay, great. And I wrote the book for us to address how we move. Our cape, the absolute nerve and balls of a Spanish and an Asian and a Palestinian woman to get on the damn camera and say, Black women, where you at? Hooker, we get me started. Get me you person of interest, the nerve, the balls. We've been the platform, we've been the stairs, we've been the ladder, we've been the trampoline that you people hopped on to get where you at. Stepped on, stomped on, disrespected. I'm gonna get off that soapbox because I ain't got enough time to be on it. However, what I will say is, we tired. That's where we at. We tired. We tired. We tired. We tired from y'all shit. We tired. We tired. So, what I figured out was, why are we so entrenched? Why are we still operating from enslavement values and mindset? Why we gotta save everybody? For
Ain't
why?
nobody trying to save us.
Let me tell you what I am. Piss on that program.
No, I meant
Something for
out
my
of them.
sisters. Yeah, over there, just wanting
Not-
more, just wanting more, wanting more. You want more. You done had blood. You done had flesh. These randoms was eating us and still are. Do we understand life right
Yeah.
now?
Mhm.
Physically and financially and mentally and then spiritually. Do you? Oh, we need more time to talk. But anyway, we don't have
Yeah.
it. So I'm gonna focus. Something for my sisters is a 30 days to put down your cape. Now, I do a lot of things. Don't get it twisted. I move with spirit. Spirit say no, guess who ain't doing it? I'm on the no list, bruh. Hardcore. I feel the block in the spirit and I'm quick about it. People be offended and I'm not trying to offend you. That's not my intention. You know what my intention is? My intention is to take care of Malikia. How about that? And take care of Malikia's children and her grandchildren and her loves. Okay? Pumpkin? So that's kind of the focus to help us refocus in on us and tell ourselves the truth, be honest about what it is and stand on it. And it's a process of thinking. It's a reminding, and not like reminder, but a remind. I'm offering you an opportunity to remind and think differently on how you do life as a Black woman, as an African American woman, as a woman across the diaspora of African descent. However you classify yourself, I'm beautifully brown skin. Okay, that's who I am. Coke bottle wearing clothes. Okay, so however you identify yourself, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to examine, because I believe in introspection. We took 3 days this last week and disappeared with the women to work on our insides and our mindset and our perspectives and our behaviors. We need that sisterhood. Quit playing. We need one another. So that is my offering for the free.com. Life is sanctuary XP at gmail.com. Life is sanctuary, the letters X and P at gmail.com is how you can reach out to me and say, hey, Malikia, I would love that book. If you'd like to come experience my poetry, that was just some calmness that I shared with you. Explosive in person. And I will be performing 329 at Florida Memorial University in Miami. So 1 to 4 p.m. There's a bunch of us. We're doing a mental health tour over some colleges. Tap in with me for that. So something for my sisters, performing there, releasing 2 singles on the 17th, and join us in Partners in Rhyme at 8 p.m. We're going to talk about more of that over there. You can hear a little snippet here, a little bit snippet there. So I'm excited for new adventures. I'm excited for the work that's in the water. I've created, like I said, last couple of years, God had me in a corner. Sovereign Divine was like, do this, do this, do this. And it was nonstop. So I have book after book after book. I have opportunity after opportunity to come coach with me, come work with me, work through your issues, work through those traumas, heal. And what was funny is healing is the new sexy is the slogan for the mental health here. couldn't cute it up better myself. So
I don't
come
know what
work
type
on your amazing.
of healed, sexy black man. I'll tell you that.
So wait, say it again. I didn't hear you.
I said ain't nothing like a healed, sexy black
Oh,
man. So
come
I don't.
on, Jill.
Yes, I agree with
Hey,
that.
ready, Lord. Run me one of them. Hallelujah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got 3 minutes and I gotta get over there.
So give them all the socials. I know you did everything for XP, but tell them how to find you and run the clubhouse plug again and again.
Okay, so you will find me. Y'all had almost cried. I had to catch my heart. I was encouraged to modify my Instagram name, which I did because I know it was an adult and I knew they loved me and they were telling me some truth. The Instagram name is now Malikia dot Lady Molotov, and it's spelled MOLOTAV. So that TAV is important because folks be off wandering. So that is the poet name. Find me on Instagram if you like that. On everything else, I believe it's just straight Malika K. Courtney because that is who I am and that is the brand. That is me. Me. What'd you get? Me. So yeah, I will love you to life. I will harass the up and down up out of you to bring out your best. I have consistently and successfully brought the best out in many people, but it's only from love. You know what I mean? And love ain't always soft and sweet words, just so we clear. Don't expect that all the time. Let's be honest here. Real talk. Thank you so much, Sunshine, for having me. I have so enjoyed our time together. And I'm grateful that I could breathe through it. Hallelujah. That's why I had to go real slow with that piece.
Out to Malikia because we did plan this ahead of time, and then I watched her show on Tuesday, and I was looking at her like, okay, I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. She done stayed out in the sun and roasted herself and got all this stuff. Aloe's been her best friend the last couple of days, so I'm like, you still gonna be all right for Friday.
I ain't ditching you. I gave my word. I'm very serious about my word. If I give my word, I'm making every effort. And the only reason I was gonna come, I was like, if I have to go to the hospital, I'm not gonna go. But short of that, here I am. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
indeed.
I can. And I'm
still out. So just imagine when she's at full throttle.
Monster.
I know. Y'all better get to know. So after here, run on over to Clubhouse, Partners Around, Lyrical Vibes. Check us out. And y'all know it's Friday. Be cooling how you be cooling. Be safe out there in them streets because them streets don't love no one. We've been knowing this for years. Generations upon generations have been saying so. And the only way the streets is going to start loving you back is when you start pouring more love into the streets. It's about reciprocity, accountability, and duality. That is how society really works. Nation healing, nation building. This is what we have to get back to. It is celebrating Women's Month. Coming up, I don't know. Your girl may thug it, but next Friday is my surgery. I don't know what time I am having it, so I may not have a show live. I already see her face talking about some what?
Sit your tail down. You're sending out the ravens and the pigeons and the mosquitoes. Go get them.
If you want to catch the show from the beginning, you know it's always on the replays. But with Big Sister already said that I ain't doing no show next Friday, so this will be
surgery. That's different.
Friday if you don't have time to catch the replay before then. So, thank you for coming out. God bless.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Good night, sis. I see
Good night, sis. Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all, and just want to say shout out to my bro Monty. Today is his born day. Shout out to him and all the grateful things that he does. You know, he definitely has overcome some battles, and I am grateful to call him me brother. So I wanted to make sure that I shout my bro out before I did anything else. Thank y'all for tuning in. Also, if you haven't already, check your girl out on Spotify and Apple Music and iTunes. My man makes beats produced by our very own Soul Rest Music. Yo, My first EP dropping. Thank y'all for who is showing me love so far. And there is more to come. Peace and blessings, y'all.